Polymath, someone who pursues knowledge across multiple fields. It isn't about doing everything, it is about noticing how everything connects. I am Tanish from GMC Nagpur, and while everyone is pushing me towards specialization, pick one field, master it, and stick with it forever, I really don't want that. Elon Musk, Leonardo da Vinci, they didn't specialize, they explored, they connected dots no one else could see. So I asked myself, what are my actual limits if I really commit? Actually, the thing is, pursuing multiple skills enhances your learning capacity as it strengthens the neuronal pathway in your brain. 7 days, medicine, philosophy, running, filmmaking, everything all at once. You will get the complete walkthrough of everything I will be facing. And the spoiler is, I actually failed. But what I think is, failure taught me more lessons than success ever could. So first, I need to decide which of the skills that I need to master during this challenge. So it will be based on my personal interest, what I like, what I don't like, so that it is sustainable in long term and enjoyable. According to all of the research that I have done, polymaths usually do 3 things during the daytime. The first thing they do is they take any physical endurance challenge. I am taking weight training and running as my main physical exercises. My non-negotiables will be 60 minutes of running or weight training. I haven't run since last 6 to 8 months, I guess, so it would be very challenging for me to start running again, and I will definitely take that. So the second thing that polymaths usually do is they consume. So from traditional self-help advices, it is not good to consume, but what I think is creation should always be greater than consumption, but this doesn't mean that we should not consume anything. To know what makes excellence, you must consume excellence. The consumption should be a bit eccentric from all of the things that others are consuming. Like, if you consume similar content like everyone else consumes, your values, your decisions, your every sort of self-talk to yourself would be similar to them. I will be consuming certain mini essays and certain classical books, and I will also be explaining about everything that I have read during the course of the video. And also the consumption should be not centered to one particular domain. Like, if I'm an MBBS student, I will not only be studying about medicine. My consumption will largely be divided into philosophy, psychology, spirituality, and obviously medicine. The third thing that polymaths do on a day-to-day basis is creation. So for creation, I will be filming these videos and editing all of these videos along with color grading and everything. And obviously, as a modern polymath, while doing all of those tasks or during the focus blocks, I will not be allowed to use my phone or any sort of social media apps. Day 1 started strong. I opened Perplexity, searched for what I want to consume first, found The Black Swan by Nassim Taleb. Perfect fit for me. I really wanted to read that book for long ago, but I think this is the time to start reading that. But here is how I approached it differently. Instead of just opening the book and start reading everything, what I did was what polymathy is really all about: connections, establishing connections across multiple things. So I observed the cover page of the book. In the same way how YouTubers like me try to hook the audience through my thumbnails and titles, exactly in the same way, authors try to hook us through the interesting or using several of the color palettes or using some titles that really create the curiosity gaps. There is the same psychology behind it. So I observed how he created that cover page and why the book is named as Black Swan, how it created that curiosity gaps, how the other texts included in the book. I read for an hour. I read around 6 to 7 pages, not because I cannot speed read, but because I was reflecting. After each paragraph, after each page, I was reflecting how that particular information is relevant to me. How can I apply all of those information given in that book in my life? Here is what Taleb taught me on day 1. I probably have a live map that I will have my MBBS degree, I will do my post-graduation and so on and so forth. The real story will bend according to a non-linear, any unpredictable event like any conversation with someone, any viral video, or something like that. Actually, the question that I want you to reflect on is, how often did your life go according to your plan? I even felt good and intentional and focused. I even went to gym and when I color graded some of my B-rolls. But then Day 2 happened. Day 1 all started with an intention to create something, but instead, I started watching Nicholas Crystal videos just as an excuse of inspiration. And then after watching several of his videos, I started exploring about storytelling, watching generic tutorials on YouTube about storytelling, how to improve the quality of my videos instead of actually producing one. So I fall into the rabbit hole of YouTube algorithm for a few hours. Meditation breaks helped me refocus, but the damage was done, I think. Physical workout. I planned my run in the morning, but it was too cold outside to be honest, so I procrastinated that and promised myself that I will go in the evening. And that finally happened. I ran in the evening while listening to Jordan Peters. Then I went to mall, explored random shops, tried on tees and shirts. By the end of day 2, I really realized I didn't did any eccentric content consumption. I thought day 2 was just a slip up, but then day 3 proved it wasn't just a slip. Day 3, I woke up at 7:15 after sleeping in midnight after snoozing the alarm 3 times. It is actually very hard to wake up in the morning if you are a night owl for several years. I started getting right away, then went to college, studied. I had the tooth pain, so I went to see the doctor, came back, studied pharmacology and pathology, and day 3 also ended. Productive day technically, right? But again, I didn't did any eccentric content consumption. And as a perfectionist, that actually started building regret. I started day 4 with the regret. I didn't work in the morning. I used sleep to escape my work. Because whenever I open my eyes, all those thoughts keep me spiraling away. Like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not up to my potential. I'm not pursuing this challenge in a good way. I'm just wasting my time. I use sleep as an escape, so it wasted my more time. That created more regret. And that wasted more time. And the loop continues. And then I sat down and I reflected. I'm actually wasting more time regretting than actually working. What if instead of regretting all of those morning hours, I could have read those eccentric things and created something? Most of my thoughts were I could have utilized that time to consume something. I could have utilized that time to create something. I could have utilized the time in the breaks of the college periods. But I really didn't do that. So I redefined the wasted time as to stuck in this regret loops, to use something as an escape to actually working instead of just squeezing out time from the things that actually matter. Talib was right. Life doesn't go according to the plan always. So I have to stop punishing myself for those deviations. That afternoon I came back from college, spent time in the videos, thumbnail and title, and studied pharmacology. Still no eccentric consumption, but I wasn't spiraling the regret anymore. Day 5, 6, 7, everything went normal. Went to college, studied, wasted some time but recovered, hitting the gym, color graded some footages, shot the B-rolls you are seeing right now. But what I really realized in those last 5 days was I was checking boxes, I was consuming eccentric stuff, I was creating something, I was doing physical workout, but I was not asking why. I was not connecting all of those things. The real meaning of polymathy in my brain was vague. Spending 100 hours or something is not polymathy. I wasn't failing because I was not working hard enough. I was failing because I was completely measuring the wrong metrics. The regret spirals taught me emotional management. The consumption trap taught me intentionality. The tooth pain, the exhaustion, all of it was connecting. So I changed the goal. Not having these specific targets every day as a polymath. Instead, connecting every thoughts, connecting everything. In a week I didn't become a polymath, but I really learned how to think like one. So did I work 100 hours? Did I learn certain skills during this challenge? Absolutely not. I learned about my regret spirals. I want to fix myself as a perfectionist, how I could utilize more time creating something than utilizing something or regretting over something. Just ask yourself, what are the connections you are missing? That's where polymathy begins.